To everyone that is watching, welcome to the Heart of Ozion campaign. I am Scott. I will be your DM for today. To get started, as you can see, this is a map of the world of Ozion. 1,000 years ago, this used to be Earth, but through a bunch of different calamities and crazy shenanigans, the world has morphed and changed and has grown 10 times bigger, and then 10 times bigger even more than that, which has now formed into what we have today. Our campaign takes place in the Viscar Kingdom in the city of Rourke. And this is a world where anything is possible. So, to begin, we will start with Session 0, where I tell everyone stuff. To begin with, to get you guys familiar, things that are humanoid, that are like halflings or half-elves, or even like minotaurs at times, or dragonborns. They can be referred to as noids. So people might say dragonoids or elfnoids. It's kind of just something that when the world began anew, that it's just kind of a name that stuck in this world. So, just to not throw you guys off, but it's a thing. As for homebrew stuff, flanking does not give you advantage, but it does give you a +2 to attack. Okay.
Okay.
A few other things that I will show you guys. Make sure you all have it in your notes. This is just in general potions and scrolls list. It's kind of a general rule of how much things would cost in a town. Things can vary depending if NPCs are friendly or hostile towards you. But there is cure potions which heal you, as you can see. And, it's over here. Alright, and then next, and this is also in your handouts, which can be found in your journal just in case if you need to look at it. I've also done something special with, there's also cover rules, which it's just the rules that is given, but I figured just in case, this is it. And then for something a bit more interesting for you guys, show it to everyone. This is critical hits. You may choose to do this whenever you like when you score a critical hit. Essentially, normally when you crit, you get, you roll your extra damage dice, and you just do a bit more. With this, if you'd like, you could also partake. You roll a d10, and, depending on what it is, it might do a bit of extra stuff, depending if it's melee range or a spell. So, feel free to peruse around that whenever you'd like. It will be in your notes as well. For a little insider, like, Getting a 10, you pretty much do triple damage. Rolling a 9, you can blind your target. 8, you pretty much get a free cleave. 7, the target has a disadvantage on their next attack. 6, you can fling their weapon away, or halve their speed, or you have advantage on them. And, pretty much basic stuff, but I figured I'd make criticals a little bit more interesting. You're more than welcome to use them if you'd like.
Real quick, are you going to have any critical fails?
I do not.
Okay.
I do have one question. Is a critical success a critical success regardless of modifier? And vice versa.
Yeah, rolling a natural 20 is a hit. Milestone. So pretty much I'll let you know when you level up, but I will be giving out XP because there's an XP store.
Woo-hoo. I'm excited.
So in general, there will be, in town, a guy that can pretty much transfer your XP points into pretty much a bottle or a potion at times. So for 500 XP, you can just get dash as a bonus action. 1,000, you can get light or dark vision till your next rest. And then it's like you can heal, or you can get a plus to your attacks. If you try to hold down and save, you can, for 10,000 XP, you can gain benefits as a long rest. And in a combat, it would be a bonus action to use it. Or you can go even further and try to gain a proficiency in weapon mastery or a skill. For 100,000 XP, you can gain a feat, but you gotta meet their prerequisites. For 150 XP, 150,000 XP, you can just get a solid plus 10 to your hit points.
Hey, that's all good.
Hey.
And obviously you if you keep holding out for more XP and holding it, you can just keep increasing that.
Yo, that would do wonders for a barbarian.
Oh yeah. Next, I wanted to just mention there's training for downtime. So when we have downtime, you can take time to learn a new language or train with a certain tool. It's in the rules. You have to find an instructor. And then there's checks, and you have to train for 250 days, and it costs gold a day. But you can learn stuff. And then I added, you can try to gain a proficiency in a skill. It just is pretty much doubled the cost. So you can keep that in mind. And then these are the deities in the world, and I'm post-show players. Sorry, I have to back and forth. Some players may have this as an invested thing with them due to their backstory, and things that might happen in the game could be related. So these are the pantheons of those Zion World currently that are most well known. Alright, with that, I believe that covers pretty much everything. I did, I have this so you can have access to it. Just a quick get into conditions or, whatever. Inspiration. If you ever get to impress me with your inspiration, there's 3 ways you can use inspiration. There's the normal way, where you can just reroll any attack, skill roll, or saving roll. There's the nope way. Essentially, you can have an enemy reroll an attack or saving throw. And then there's something special that some of my friends made up for a game that they made that I liked a lot, which is called the flashback way. And essentially, you can use a flashback to have potential new information come true. Such as if you guys were sneaking past a guard earlier and then run into that guard again, you could use a flashback to pretty much you roll a check, and when you're sneaking past that guard before, you replace their sword with a wooden sword. And if it succeeds, then when they draw their weapon now, it's going to be a wooden sword instead of a steel sword, which, obviously it won't do that much damage because it's made of wood and, compared to steel. But yeah, so just take note when I eventually give you guys inspiration. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of information, but it will all be in your notes, so you can look at it whenever. If you guys need reminding, I can always remind you. And also, when we're playing, if you don't know what to do or if you have questions, feel free to ask. If you're not sure what to do in this situation, I'm sure any of us here will help give you suggestions. But it is your choice to, if you want to cast Fireball, go for it. If you want to find another way than other casting Fireball, that's fine too. So yeah. And that, I believe, covers everything for session 0.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we begin our game at the city of Rourke, where the king is about to get coronated. Welcome to session 1 of Heart of Ozion, the campaign. And as we begin, the old king has passed away very recently, but he was old. Let's see. So King Nador Brooks grew to the age of 100 until he passed away. Next in line on the throne is John Brooks, who is about to be coronated king. He is married to Lady Ginny Brooks, and they have a son who will eventually become the future king, Izzy Brooks. And currently, this is the king. This is his wife and their kid. This is I have it right here. Nilram, who is an advisor. This is also an advisor. His name is Zonagok. And this is Captain of the Guard, and his name is Cobb Hammerfell. As you guys, are going to the doors, you hand the guard your golden ticket, and as you notice as you're going through, everyone else, if they have some sort of weird weapon, it gets taken away. But these golden tickets allow you to keep your weapons and armor and such. So walking in is Ganymede of Tross. Please describe your character.
Hello, I am Ganymede of Tross. I am a large minotaur of the former traveling mercenary group. I was marked, as you would say, which has led me to leave my mercenary group for reasons I wish not to divulge directly. But I have a large, towering presence, as minotaurs are wont to do. I carry a warhammer, wearing chainmail, and a very empowering presence.
Thank you. You may move your character to an open seat. Next. Idris Stonewall.
Excuse me. Hello. My name is Idaris Stonewall. I am a halfling. I am currently wearing a cloak with leather armor. I do not have hair. I have red eyes, and I'm currently wielding a sickle. I pretty much just keep to myself.
You may move your character to an open spot.
How do I do that?
You click on your token. You have access to it.
Alright, here we go. Oh, excuse me, large person. Oh, Minotaur. Haven't seen one of you before.
Please keep your voice down. We are in the presence of the king.
Oh, okay.
Next, walking through the door is Bratak.
That's Braytek.
Braytek.
So he is, this is Colonel Braytek of the Viscar Kingdom. He is obviously a Leonin. He is, looks like there's some gray in the mane. It's like 50-50. He's the 32 years of age, equivalent to 55 human. Yeah, it's fancy looking chainmail with a great sword. So excuse me, where could I find an empty seat?
As you walk up to the left, there's an extra seat next to Idris, or you can keep going, and there's a seat before them that's empty.
I guess I'll go to the second row. That's it. Oh yes, I see an open seat there.
Are you able to move your character at all? Or do you need me to do it for now?
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I can.
As you guys walked in, you notice guards that kind of surround the place almost. You notice this one guard in particular who's a dragonoid with green scales and a very intimidating prowess. And he wields a great axe on his back, whereas most of the guards just wield long swords or short. In the mix of, you see a lot of nobles sitting and waiting for everything to begin. You don't really notice anyone in particular, but there is quite a few people there. And you hear at the top from one of the guards, it's like, "We're going to start soon." So you have a few minutes to discuss among yourselves.
I wonder why the new king sent for us.
No idea. I'm just nobody. I really don't know why the king of all people would want me around.
I guess we'll find out eventually.
I'm sure we all will serve a purpose. Hopefully, there's nothing for us to really concern ourselves with, though. Where do you hail from, little one?
Oh, just all over.
All over, I see.
Yes, just all over.
Well, as for me, I'm from the Pan Kingdom. It's colonel in their army. Also spend time in the fighting pits over there as well.
I am a former member of the Bloody Crag mercenary groups. We are a traveling band of mercenaries for hire. I have branched out and I'm now searching for new adventures, possibly to expand the Bloody Crags, obviously. I look around nervously, just trying to keep aware of my settings.
You guys hear someone walking past you, and you see that it's this dragonoid. And he walks up, and he stands right next to you, Bratek. And he looks down at you, and he's like, he squints a little bit more, and he's like, "Ah, I knew you're Bratek. You're from the gladiator pits. Yeah, I watched you. Oh, glorious days."
Yes, I enjoy those fights. Get a nice workout with them too.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce. My name is Zaparax. Just a guard here. But, I love watching your fights. They're so awesome.
Happy to hear it.
I didn't expect someone like you to be here.
Well, to be honest, it was kind of a surprise for me too.
Intriguing, but nonetheless, I hope you enjoy.
You as well.
I hear good things from the king. or soon-to-be king.
Well, hopefully those kind words come to fruition.
Yeah, I hope so too. Anyways, I should get back to my post.
Take care now.
And then he walks past, and he looks at Ganymede and Idris for a brief second, and
I
then
give him a slight nod.
yep, and then he
Do the same.
just continues walking back to his post.
I leaned forward and I said, "So Bretek, I see your fame precedes you."
I guess so. However, to be honest, I don't really do this for the fame. It's just fight to release frustration, so to speak.
That is a good way to release frustration.
Alright. And then you hear from Cobb, and he says, "We're beginning! Everyone, shut up!" And then walks out. The doors close to not let anyone else come in and interrupt. And standing, talking is Nilrem, who's the advisor, and he's holding a crown. And he says, "Thank you all for joining us. As you can see, the old king has passed away. But his son, John, now takes the mantle." And he says, "John, do you take this crown and hold all justices of the kingdom of Viscar to maintain the peace, to protect the people, and to do right by everyone?" John says, "I do!" And Nilram places the crown on King John Brooks' head. And he says, "All hail the king! King Brooks!" And then everyone's like cheering and clapping. They're like, "Yay! Yay!" And then all of a sudden, you notice that no one's moving. And everyone's standing in place. And as you guys try to move, you also cannot move. And then that's when it comes. From the shadows, you see these men in cloaks. Holding scrolls and chanting them. Everyone's gone quiet. And then, from the middle, a portal opens up. And you see 4 cloaked figures come out of the portal. And you can't make them out because they're just cloaked in pure darkness. But if you all would like to roll a perception check, you may.
Yes, Lucian has finally arrived to the coronation. I'm assuming right before our new guests have followed me in through the door. I'm sorry, I must have left it open.
Indeed. Alright, So, you, stumble in, real quick. You can introduce yourself and what you're wearing and stuff.
Is this a general introduction or to the party? I assume general.
General.
Lucian is a large man, adorned in brown robes with the insignia of the god Zoran, a being who signifies light, justice, and basically just do-goodery. He has swung on his back a large warhammer, which the head of is also adorned with the same insignia of his god, Zoran.
Very well. As you stumble in, you also feel this presence in your mind where you cannot move, as if you entered a suggestive spell that makes everyone immobile. And you hear the door behind you lock. And as if someone... you hear like noise that's like stacks of something blocking the door. As you guys also notice that on the red cloaks,
Bless you.
You notice that there's an insignia of a skull with daggers in the eye sockets. That's on the back of each of these red cloaked figures. And on these shadow cloaked figures, you notice a 5-leaf clover. And one of them walks up to the king. And you all can feel like you just want to stand up. Almost like you hear this voice in your head where you just can't do anything. And you see this guy, as if he whispers something in the king's ear. But you can't make it out. And then he puts his hand out and rips the heart out telekinetically of the king. And he holds the king's heart in his hand. John falls over. His blood comes out. You hear a sigh from the cloaked figure as he puts the heart away. And then he turns around and they go back through the portal. All 4 of them. But right before they left, the last one, which you notice had some red skin, drops a red gem. And as the red gem falls, it breaks open and erupts in fire, spawning these little dudes. And with that, a line of fire just goes around the whole. And everything these guys touch starts creating fire. And during this, the red cloak guys, cultists, lose their concentration because it does not seem like they expected this to happen. And everyone can move. The fire is a little bit too high, but you hear noises. You hear noises on the other side. You hear Cobb say, "Zapper, get the people out of there!" And through the fire, you can see that the guards are trying to keep the creatures away from the people, and they go through the secret compartment here, and they all kind of just dip.
Did you say we're free to move?
And you guys are all free to move, and so is everyone else, and they are going to run to the door. Everyone may roll initiative. The cultist leader looking guy says, this wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, God, just do what we came here to do. And, this guy, these three over here, yellow, the black and the white, cultists, they're like, the scroll, it's not working. What do we do? The other one's like, start shooting. And they all like point their fingers out, and they start shooting fire bolts in different directions. So yeah, these three cultists start firing fire bolts. This person gets hit, and there you get caught in fire, and you're dying, and like the other two just kind of like whoosh whoosh. Idris, you see 6 cultists, one kind of bigger cultist, 3 fire guys behind a firewall. What would you like to do?
Guess I will move 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. So 15. And I will do a Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And who are you attacking?
I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast at the cultist in front of the firewall.
Okay. Cultist fanatic.
Does an 8 hit?
An 8? No.
Okay,
Anything else, buddy?
that's it.
Okay. Alright, Bratek.
Alright, so I see him attacking the one over by the wall. I'm gonna head over, try to help people as much as I can. I make a beeline over, over here, right into the wall. And I am going to take the great sword, and I am going to swing. And I'm gonna have to use +5. Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Sorry about rolling those contracts. I didn't mean to.
So, do have savage attacker. For 9 slashing damage.
Okay. as you come up, you're like running, and you come and you swing your great axe, and you just, was it great axe or great sword?
It's a great sword.
Your great sword, and you just decapitate this guy. And,
So, since he is kind of middle-aged, he is kind of, to compensate with his slowing down, he's very efficient in his movements. So you'll just see him just, like I said before, just efficiently, just like, okay, whoop, head off.
blood splatters from the neck, which does not faze you, because you've seen blood before. Anything else?
That is it for now.
Alright. Ganymede.
So I jump up as soon as I can move, and I'm going to charge straight into this group over here.
Okay.
And in the process, I'm going to wield my Warhammer.
Alright.
So I have a Warhammer, and I get my shield ready. And I make my attack to the one in the center. So 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And I smash him for 8 bludgeoning. And in this, my feat, which I took, was Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
And the crushing feat, once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that does bludgeoning damage, you can move that creature up to 5 feet to an unoccupied space. So I smack him back into the corner, closer to my comrade.
Yep. He hits the wall and slides over with this gigantic, like you hit him in the arm when you heard bones shatter as he gets moved by sheer force of your weapon.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. This cult fanatic is going to inflict wounds. As he comes up here and he grabs the guard's shoulder, and the guard, he's like, ah! And you see this like necrotic black energy wrap around his shoulder as it like feels like it's tearing his arm apart. And then these three on this side are going to shoot their firebolts, and Zapper, he's like, I have to get these people out of here. And one of the guards over here is like, the door's locked from the outside. And Zapper's like, I'll deal with it. And he starts banging on the door, trying to open it. And like, it seems like he's gonna make progress, just from sheer force. These little doodads, these magmans. So what do you do, Lucian, Lightbringer?
Moments after entering this sanctuary, Lucian steps forth, seeing the fire ahead, and he slowly walks forward, and he says a prayer to his god, and he says, "By the light of Zoran, guide my warhammer against your foes." And he casts light on the head of his warhammer, and he will end his turn.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll for light?
No.
Okay.
Your warhammer glows bright, like light.
Like really bright.
These cultists over here, they are not going to take too kindly to getting dead and injured. So this one right here, he like pulls a dagger out, and he's gonna, or a ritual sickle. My bad. Pulls out a sickle, and he's going to attack Ratak because you're right next to him. So, does a 7 hit you?
It bounces off my chainmail. I look at you like, what was that?
He's like, oh dear God. And this one, he will attack Ganymede with his sickle. He's like, you can't do that to my friend! Yeah! And he gets an 11 to hit.
Does nothing to me.
He's like, just keep trying to hit them! We'll get them! We're the best in the world! And the other guy's like bleeding out from his mouth. He's like, our friend's dead! Idris, Stonewall!
All right. So I'm going to move a little bit closer right there. Gonna take a shot at one of the other cultists that is right by Ganymede.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, nice. It actually pulls up. Okay.
All right. 14 hits.
And 4 damage.
4 damage. You put out your hand and comes forth an Eldritch Blast, which hits this guy in his shoulder, catching him off guard. And he's like, oh.
Aha!
And he stares at you like he wants to murder you. But there's a giant minotaur in his way.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Balta?
Alright, so after his unsuccessful attack, and I look at him like, really, dude? I just decided to take a swing at him.
Alright.
That is a nat 1, so that is a no. I was like, haha, you dodged my swing. So, that ends my turn.
Alright. Ganymede?
So I sneer at the cultists that try to hit me with their sickle, even though I see him looking past me at interest. And I raise my warhammer, and I strike him down.
He says, Is that all you got? And you strike him down. You bash his head in, and it pops like a balloon.
And then I turn and I proceed to stomp my way over to this guy, flanking him with balls.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. The fanatic sees what's going on, and he's not happy about it. So, I need Ganymede. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Right.
You suddenly feel like you can't move, as if your body is paralyzed.
It locks me up and my nostrils are flaring and I start to growl.
He says, I have to do everything myself. Come on! Kill them all! That's what we came here for! Lucy? Lightbringer? It is now your turn.
Lucian, seeing the scale of battle before him. Is there a measuring tool on here? There is. Is going to dash across to his right. Oh, I think I might have. There we go. He's going to dash across to his right and challenge the cultists on the right side of the sanctuary. But there's nothing else I can do this turn. He's going to look sternly into this man's eyes as he holds his warhammer menacingly.
Alright. This cultist is scared shitless, but he takes this opportunity to be like, for the boss. And he goes to attack Ganymede.
17 scratches off my shield and I snort more at him. Even though I can't move, I'm still looking down on him with contempt.
Let's check the conditions real quick. Make sure
They probably have advantage.
Yeah, given that he's some.
I'm restrained.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I guess I'll roll again. I only rolled it once. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, he goes and he's like, for the boss! And as he goes, he, like, scratches against your shield and, like, looks you deeply in your eyes like, that's not good. I'm in danger. Zapper continues to break the door down to let all the people out, which I'm just gonna have them run as fast as they can. Because that's what they should be doing. They're all like, ah! Alright, so he just went, well, magma dudes, they're all gonna make their way around. Touches this, gets on fire. Now it's this cultist's turns. Alright, this guy, he's gonna sickle at Lucian. Does a 16 hit you, sir?
Yes.
He cuts into you with a sickle, and you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Lucian does not react to the attack and looks insulted.
This guy's gonna run over here. This guy's also gonna run over here. And they're going to firebolt at the giant animal-like creatures. Baltuck, you get shot by a fireball. Does a firebolt? Sorry. Does a 10 hit?
No.
All right. And Ganymede does a 15 hit.
Negative.
2 firebolts flying right past you, coming from the cultists over here. And just gonna have these guys run out of the way as they don't want to get injured. And they're like, why isn't the door opening? And then it is Idris's turn.
Alright, so Darius now is seeing all the other enemies starting to move in on them. And then sees one of the fire creatures moving, so he's like, okay, I might want to take care of that thing first. And he's going to shoot at the fire creature.
Okay. Nine misses.
Fucking hell. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. You try to shoot a blast, but he is a little smaller than you. And it just flies past it. And then it is Brautuk's turn.
So you're saying that flanking is a +2, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's try this. Alright. So I swing him again with the great sword. Now where do I go and see what I just rolled?
You rolled a 9. So +2 is an 11. Which misses.
Man, not having much luck. Alright.
Yes, you and me both.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Alright. As you try to hit the cultist down, it does not seem to work. Because he skittered out of the way of your attack. Gandyman, you may roll a new wisdom save.
Alright. My wisdom shall prevail.
You suddenly feel control, and you can move again. Da 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 da!
Is the wisdom save at the end of my turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so next round I'll be free.
Well, you're free now.
Yes, I'll have actions next round. Alright, thank you. That's it.
The cult fanatic, he's like, oh, damn. Got away. Alright. What can we do? We gotta get out of here. Alright. I have an idea. Time to get rid of these heroes. The cult fanatic casts Sacred Flame on you, Brautuk. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I think I did the wrong one. All right.
All right. You succeed your saving throw, and you take no damage.